This is a head cannon circus production.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Rasslin Review. We are in the building, and as always, I have with me Travis the Beard. And before we get into the minutia of all of it, please remember to join the circus. How do you join the circus? By subscribing or following us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all the places that you can grab and put your face and take photos and all the good stuff you do with your family. Also, we are putting up these wrestling reviews on Spotify, all the DSPs, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
Yep.
So if you're watching us and seeing our lovely faces and watching the matches on Facebook, great. If you go on YouTube, we won't have the matches on there, but you can see our lovely faces as we go over it.
Yep.
And you can start it when we start it, great. Or you can listen to on your DSPs, listening devices, Spotify, and every place that you can stream music. And same thing, you can put it on your screen like we're doing, and then press play on us and listen to us talk while we walk through the match as well. So this is Starrcade, and Starrcade traditionally is what a pay-per-view that was around Christmas or December at least.
Yep.
All right, so that's why I think we're going to knock out some Starrcade matches. So Travis, let's talk about what match we chose today.
So today we chose from Starrcade 1985. So we're kicking it back old school. This may be the most old school one we've done.
We did Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt Patterson.
Yeah.
Second.
Shout out to Thunderbolt Patterson, man.
Absolutely. The second throw, kicking it back. But Starrcade at 1985, we are doing Magnum TA versus Tully Blanchard in a steel cage I Quit match.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So let's do like we always do. Travis, how did we get to this match?
So we got here in this match, again, 1985. Magnum TA. Well, first, Tully Blanchard is and this is for the United States Heavyweight Championship.
Okay.
I think I forgot to mention that. So, Tully Blanchard is the U.S. Heavyweight Champion. Has been for a few months now, 6-7 months, and has been feuding with Magnum TA. Magnum TA is at this point a relatively young newcomer in the NWA WCW scene. He came into the territory late 1984, early 1985.
Okay.
From I believe it was Mid-South Wrestling. So he had just been in NWA for about a year at this point in 1985, and started feuding with Tully Blanchard around end of March, early April.
Okay.
So it's kind of a big culmination of a long feud. Again, this is in December, so it's been...
This is the blow-off.
This is the big blow-off for 8-9 months at this point. Big blow-off feud. And they've kind of, your classic feud. They fought. No one's really been able to kind of come out on top. Always had some type of shenanigans happen. There's always something going on that you really can't get a definite winner. No one really knows who the better wrestler is.
Right.
And so we have the big blow off here in Starrcade 1985. One thing for anyone that has never seen this, doesn't know, one interesting factoid about this, maybe not this match in general, but just Starrcade at 1985 in general, is that this event, pay-per-view, was broadcast from 2 different locations.
Okay.
So it was in the Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina, as well as the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia. So they would have one match in Greensboro, then the next match they would have at the Omni, then the next match would be Greensboro, then the next match would be the Omni, and they flip-flopped at every match. They would go to either one of them. So that I always thought that was kind of an interesting thing at that point.
Didn't a WrestleMania do something similar to that?
WrestleMania 2 did that. Actually, WrestleMania 2 got that. Basically, the rumor is that they got that idea from Starrcade 1985.
Yeah.
Because I believe the next year's WrestleMania would have been WrestleMania 2 was 1986.
Mm-hmm.
So this happened before WrestleMania 2 did this. But yes, WrestleMania 2 was actually from 3 locations: New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles. But similar in the fact, again, this is 2 locations. So pretty cool, pretty neat. Don't see it a lot at all, if not ever now. Why would you? But interesting little factoid about that.
Okay. Well, we have gotten the how we got here. Hopefully, and this is the I Quit match, guys.
Yep.
So,
I quit steel cage
person
match.
has to say I quit or can no longer function as a wrestler, which is a weird thing that recently has just been done away with in modern day wrestling.
Yes.
Where if you watch the Roman Reigns and the Uso match, he passed out, and it's like, oh, well, he can't say he quit, so the match keeps going on.
The match is over.
And it's like, well, if you can't say you quit, you pretty much quit. Because you can't say it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, I think you had mentioned that this has been probably graded as, if not the best, but one of the best I Quit matches of all time.
One of the best I Quit matches of all time. One of the best Starrcade matches of all time. And Starrcade started in 1983 and lasted all the way till 2000.
Okay.
So you got 17 years worth of Starrcades, and this is one of the top matches in Starrcade as a whole. So this is a really good match. So
all right.
If no one has seen it.
So, as always, guys, let's go to the network. WWE Network.
The network.
And you will go to WCW, and then you will go to WCW pay-per-views. Again, I say this because I struggled finding it initially, and so I would like to just kind of break it down. So, you'll go there, go to WCW pay-per-views. You can go to search the Starrcade, or you can go to 1985, and then pull up. So either way, just get to 1985 Starrcade, and then you will go to the Tully Blanchard versus Magnum TA's U.S. title match. It is starting at 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 34 seconds. That is when we are going to start it. So, as always, our lovely countdown begins at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. All right, as my TV is trying to catch up now, and
there we go.
It has officially, we have the Starrcade 1985 up here, Tully Blanchard.
Champion versus Magnum TA U.S. title match. We have the Fogger at the time, pretty high tech back in the day in 1985.
If you say.
And the police siren going around. There is Tully Blanchard.
Oh man, we got to stop for a second. No, we're going to keep running recording though, but guys, if you do not hear the sound, we do not play the sound because of copyright issues, and we want to be able to show you as much of the match as we can and not get it taken down.
Yes.
So there we go. I got that out the way now. Let's go back to it.
So yeah, Tully Blanchard's coming down. He's being escorted by his valet, Baby Doll.
Okay.
Baby Doll was a valet for the Four Horsemen, particularly Tully, but she did help a little bit out for the other Horsemen, but she was mainly a Tully Blanchard valet at that point. So
so I have not officially watched this match. Well, excuse me, I've watched this match one time over, but I haven't officially really dug into it. So I'm gonna be getting schooled here along with you guys that haven't watched it as well. So Tully is part of the Four Horsemen, is what you're saying.
Yes.
And now, is he part of it at this incarnation?
Yes.
Or
okay,
yes.
So he is part of the Four Horsemen at this incarnation. Yep. And he is, of course, going again, like we said, Magnum TA, who's already in the ring at this point.
Right.
So for whatever
his
reason,
interest is probably trash anyway. So
probably so. But if you've never seen Magnum TA, here he is at this point. Actually, as we're talking, they kind of a close up for him.
Mm-hmm.
Blonde hair, mustache, mohawk. Kind of a athletically built, male, right? Like good looking.
Looks like you, except for the blonde hair, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm a good looking guy. And then there's Tully. So,
if anybody's continue to watch us after that whole moment, I appreciate it.
Thank you. But it is kind of interesting. They're definitely kind of different lifestyles. At least that's kind of what they portray, right?
Right.
Magnum at this point is, kind of the ladies' man, single, rides a motorcycle, kind of your badass, right? Tully is technical wrestler, but definitely pretty boy. Worries a little bit more about what he's wearing, has the money, has the girl, this, that, and the other. So.
Kind of had the knee pad a little bit under the knee, a la Flair.
Absolutely.
So does Tully make your top four horsemen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Who fills out the rest?
Flair, Arn, Tully, and then
Batista?
No, we're talking four horsemen.
Oh, okay. Triple H?
No. You either got to go Ole Anderson or I did like Barry Windham. That was kind of.
Should have Randy Orton?
No, Randy Orton. No. This isn't Evolution over here. It's the Four Horsemen, and no, not the Four Horsewomen either. The Four Horsemen.
I wouldn't do that too. It's like the girls' Ghostbusters. I wouldn't do that to you. All right. So as we get to this match, the match has already started, guys.
Match has started. Anyone that recognizes that referee, that is Dave Hebner, young Dave Hebner.
Okay.
Right there, famous, probably maybe the most famous referee at the time. So, just in case anyone saw. So they are, of course, starting off really hot in this match. Again, this is a really big feud that has gone on for months and months and months. The crowd is super into this because of how hard-hitting this feud is and what they are expecting in this match. So, I really do enjoy this match. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, man. And I mean, they're wrestling stiff. I mean, you can see the blows are kind of, you can tell they're taking a little bit off at the end, but not as much as you normally would, especially this early on. So
right.
They're working stiff to kind of build that realism.
And they're doing the 1-2. They're kind of fighting back and forth, but the face, again, if I didn't say at the beginning, Magnum TA is the face, Tully's the heel. The face is kind of getting the early advantage,
right.
Just like classic wrestling here. So going into the cage pretty early on here, it looks like.
Yeah, give him some of that. Like that. Yeah,
nice stop there by Tully. Doesn't want to get cut.
Oh, man, look at that. Oh, hey, baby doll. I see you.
Hey, baby doll.
Got that glitter on. Looking like she about to go to Magic City. Was the Magic City out there in 85?
I don't know. I wasn't born yet. I was a
year old here, man. I was born in 84.
Okay.
So that's probably why I wasn't even with it. I didn't even know what was going down. All right, we get
nice elbow to the head.
So I know one thing when you watch these older matches, which I enjoy, it's not as spot heavy, and the spots are more fighting natural, kind of like something that a natural person would fight and do, rather than, we're not getting the, swanton dive off the top of the cage, or so.
Do you want to point out real quick? We do have the first little bit of blood right here. Tully nicked himself. Probably wanted to get a little bit more blood on that, getting thrown into the cage. But it's still early, right? So we're still going.
We mean Magnum, right? Magnum
yes,
yeah.
Magnum. Excuse me, yes.
So he has him in the hold. Okay, he gets up. Magnum gets up. Power. I'm just surprised I haven't heard a lot about Magnum. Magnum looks like a legit ass wrestler. Like, he has the look. What was his flaw? Why did he never really blow up?
I'll talk about it at the end.
Okay, let's do that.
There is this, and I'll talk about what happened with Magnum, because if you probably don't know, because like I said, you've never really heard of this guy.
Yeah. Oh, nice one.
I'll talk about it at the end of what happened.
So I got the NWA around the ring apron.
Yep.
I mean, this is 85, so we're still heavy in the territory era, like heavily.
Yes, yeah. This is still definitely territory range. You can tell the difference between this though and like what a WWF is, just with the amount of cameras and where they're positioned. So that's definitely something you can tell just between. But again, this is just this whole match has been stiff so
yeah,
far, right?
Like
you can tell
the crap out of each other.
This is just beating the crap out of each other.
And I don't feel bad, but the people that usually watching us, we usually get more analysis as we're going through it. But like again, they're just having just a good old brawl here.
Yeah, and that was a nice bump there by Tully. He's probably giving himself the blade right there, and now Tully's got the microphone.
Yeah.
So again, this is an I quit match, so you got to get the guy to say I quit.
Look at
and Hebner.
Hebner has to make sure the mic still works here. Okay.
Hebner blows on the mic for whatever reason at this point.
To make sure it still works here.
Good old Hebner.
Good old knee to the face there. Give him some more to the gut. And Magnum pushes back. Okay. Get out the way, Hebner. There you go. Tully right into the cage.
And I think you probably just saw it if you were paying attention there. Tully just bladed himself in the shoulder.
I didn't even catch it, so shout out to you. I was enjoying just the whole feast of it. So I mean,
see his arm now. It's starting to bleed.
Yeah,
and now they're gonna beat on it some more.
Goes right into the cage. Now, was blading still a thing like NWA?
Absolutely. This is
okay.
Absolutely, blading is a thing, and there's a point in this match that because you can see he's blading. No, you'll get a close up here in just a second of it right there.
Well, it looked like there for a second he was about to like rip into the wound of Tully's wound.
And he gives the blade right there. You notice that?
Yeah,
you notice that? He gives the blade to Baby Doll. Baby Doll's trying to grab it.
Yeah.
Yep. And now it looks like the blade might not have been passed, and he might have stuck it in the trunks right there too. So either the blade is back to Baby Doll, or she didn't get it, and it's in Magnum TA's trunks right now at this point. But both guys are bleeding. So
there's nothing better than getting that crimson mask when you got the blonde top. So Magnum, as this match goes on, I expect it to kind of really kind of, give us some action here.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's getting there. As we're really not that far into the match, and both guys have blood, right?
Yeah,
this is something different than most matches you'll see. So
all right, they're kind of rolling around on the ground, but we see we got an arm submission here, right there. All
right,
right,
to the face.
Yep. Nice heel move there. Good old right to the face.
Magnum selling it. Can't see. Getting the blood in the eye.
Absolutely.
Blood's starting to get into the hair, so his hair is kind of changing a little color.
Kick to the midsection of Tully here. Tully's selling the kick to the midsection. Now, both of these guys are selling like, they've been in the ring for 30 minutes now.
Yes.
They're like walking around like, they can barely catch their breath. And it's like, and you know what makes it real on this situation? What a kick to the head.
Yes.
That was awesome. Nice kick to the head from Tully delivering in the Magnum there. What makes it realistic is like, if anybody's ever been in a real street fight, after about 30 seconds, you're exhausted.
You're tired.
So, these guys are like, man.
Ooh, nice right there with the camera.
Say I quit. He's just stuffing the mic in his mouth.
Shove it in his mouth. Come on. No. Oh, it hits him. And you can see Magnum say, no. Hits him again. No. And you can take the mic now, ref. Oh, wait. One more time. You gonna say it?
Tully's shoving the mic in Magnum's mouth again,
Say it. No.
Say
okay,
I quit,
never mind.
Piece of... another stiff punch there.
Watching this match and knowing a little bit of what I know about the background of this match, I wonder how realistic these punches are a little bit too. So you probably don't know, if anyone that doesn't know, little mistake. Trying to get the pin. Oh yeah,
Tully tries to pin Magnum and had to realize
it's not happening. But that's a good heel move too.
Up into the cage, face first. Good job by Tully there.
Prior to this, a few years before, Magnum is married to Tully Blanchard's ex-wife, and is legitimately raising Tully Blanchard's kids.
Well, all right.
So
off the top rope there with the elbow kind of axe hand, one hand axe handle kind of move there.
One of them is Tessa Blanchard, who wrestles right now for TNA. Or at least did wrestle for TNA, right? I don't think she does anymore.
Is Magnum going to quit? Come on.
Say it! No. Nope. Remember the face, he's got to take way more punishment. Mike to the face.
That's what I'm
right in the blood.
No, I won't quit. I will never quit on your kid too.
But I think that's a real interesting, like real life.
That is true.
Real life dynamic, right? And of course they don't bring it up here in in the storyline, but in real life, that is something that is going on. So, anyone that didn't know.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I didn't know Tessa Blanchard. So she's second generation then?
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, maybe even third, because I think Tully's dad wrestled.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he owned a territory and was a territory wrestler.
Gotcha.
Beforehand, yes.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure people in the comments will make sure we know the whole history of the Tullys. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Blanchards.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
And now Magnum's kind of got, he's got the microphone. Come on, say it now. I just hit you one time. And
grabbing that chest.
I was about to say,
careful, man. That's how you get him. That's how you get him to quit.
Tully's giving him the nipple twister over there.
Tully grabbed that chest hair up off of Magnum. Magnum will quit real quick then, boy.
Yeah.
I seen the 40-year-old version. Get that chest hair ripped off, you get the crime, boy.
Cowie Clarkson!
Not the nipple. So,
okay, back to wrestling.
Yeah. Magnum also miking him off and Magnum putting it to mouth. What is it putting his mic in their mouths? Like,
well, he's got to say, I quit.
It's
like you got to put the microphone to the mouth.
They're treating that thing like it's their piece, man. They're like, yeah, let me bend over and kneel over and shove this microphone in your mouth and make you talk.
But this has just been brutal, move after. And look at his hair color, right? Like, remember we started out, he was blonde?
Yeah.
Now he's half red, half blonde because all the blonde.
Now they're just sitting there just trying to
rake each other's eyes.
Take each other's face off. Shout out to, Nicolas Cage, probably third best movie of all time.
I could do a good Bobby Heenan joke, but it's okay.
Oh, you should have went for it. Oh, man. I mean, these guys are exhausted. I'm exhausted watching them. Like,
yeah. They haven't stopped 1 second, right? Like, these guys have been going the whole time, just beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah, I'm going to give you another knuckle sandwich there. Go on and take that. Oh, man, Tully's over there.
Tully's selling.
Look at him. Let's get the mic. Look at him. Let's make him say he quits.
No, let me go grab the mic over here. Here we go.
The mic now.
Kick
nice
him
kick
in the head.
All right, now.
Maybe that kick to the head was it.
Pull out my mic P and tell me that you want to quit as I put this in your, right by your mouth. Oh, nice kick by Tully.
Nice. I'm not done yet.
Well, and I'll give Tully some respect too here. Like, knowing that he is the heel in this, he hasn't really healed it up. It feels like a grudge match.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
What it feels like. It feels like a grudge match.
Yes.
Oh, he goes. Oh, he's going to go pound. All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, no.
Good move by the heel. Good move.
Man, those
keep
crown
showing
jewels,
baby
man.
doll.
I know. Hey, wonder if she still got that blade.
Maybe.
If anything, that's how you get him to quit. You just start blading while.
Ooh. Yeah, but you can't show the blade.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
How they should have did.
Baby doll married to a wrestler too at this point, by the way.
Who's she married to?
Sam Houston.
I know
you don't probably know who that is. So, but yeah.
All right, Tully just tried to see if Magnum will quit. Magnum says hell no.
Nope.
Tully goes ahead and slams the mic on his forehead,
Referee Hebner just kind of walking around.
Elbow drop. Yeah, no, Hebner, this is probably the easiest match ever because usually, I'm so used to the carnation where the ref has to ask you if you quit. This one is like, nah, the wrestlers are doing all the work.
Ref's just standing there. He's just there to be there.
So,
whatever.
There's no DQ, so nothing really he can like. Oh, he thought that out the way.
Get out of the way, even though you really weren't doing anything, right?
Yeah, that's probably why.
And it's no DQ, so it's not like if he wants to do something.
Oh,
got a chair. Okay, wooden chair. Apparently,
and it's a piece of shit, so he just breaks it. And
apparently,
he's like,
baby doll can throw it that far, but we'll give him credit. Good job. So now he's got a spike, right? Oh, take that!
Right.
Worst kick ever.
Yeah. He's like, ref, you're not doing it in this match. Put those screws to you as he tries to put a wood piece, a screw piece of the chair into Magnum's eye.
Oh, look how close that is!
Yeah.
Look how close that is!
It's like Tom Cruise Mission Impossible close.
Oh, and if we had the sound on, they'd be going crazy, right? Because
right.
You can't take the eye out of Magnum TA. He is the Mr. Wrestler right now. He's the most popular wrestler, probably number 2 wrestler popular. So Magnum's got to win this.
Oh man, Tully's Magnum's pushing it away. He's pushing it away.
Ooh, nice knee.
To the side. Oh no, Tully's back up.
One more. Wait, nope, nothing. Oh. And now the piece has fallen. And they throw it. Magnum's got to go find it. Oh, and he grabs it before Baby Doll can get it.
Right. Now I'm going to get some payback.
Wham!
Oh!
Again, you haven't seen this, so I was excited because I knew you'd never seen this.
Oh, man. All right, you got to quit now, Tully, man. You can't. Oh.
He's got that in his head. And you see what he's saying. He's
so
saying
just for
yes.
people that aren't watching this right now.
Yes, and game's over.
Yes, he took a piece of the chair screw that he tried to use. Magnum slammed it onto Tully. He's basically exposed.
Look at that.
Exposed wound on his forehead and was jamming it in.
And look how Tully's just selling it like, don't hurt me anymore. Don't hurt me anymore. Okay, I beat you.
Yeah, he's the face. He has to,
I beat you. I just whipped your butt.
Took your title.
I took your title, and I'm going to look like a badass doing it. Look at that.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to leave.
And we're raising kids out here in these streets. Man.
Take that.
Well, at least he got Baby Doll to console him. I mean,
that's true.
You're going to lose a match. You might as well enjoy the perks of having a woman valet or
that's
manager.
True. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, they're going to show the replay.
Oh, look at that.
This is so uncomfortable. It's just
that's such a good ending, though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's fantastic.
Only thing I would critique on the ending is like at that point, because we know you know the ending, ref. You got to put the mic there.
Yes,
just bring the mic up.
So and actually, so hey, Jim Cornette, our favorite. One thing that actually ends up coming out of this is that Tully comes back and goes, "You never beat me because I never said I quit."
Oh, okay.
He only says yes.
Gotcha.
I didn't say I quit. I just said yes. So you never really beat me. You never made me say I quit.
Facts.
It's a good heel move, right?
Yeah.
Really good heel move on that. So, but I enjoy that match. I thought I wanted you to see that because I know, like you said, we talked about you'd never seen that. I think that's one of the better I Quit matches. And again with Starrcade rolling in. So,
Fun facts.
Magnum TA.
Yep.
Looked like $1 million,
Absolutely.
right?
Looks like a wrestler's wrestler.
Looks like a wrestler's legs. Looks like a guy that all the men are gonna like because he looks like a badass, but all the women are gonna like because of the way he looks, right?
Yeah.
Like you couldn't go wrong with this guy.
Blonde locks,
nice
sexy mustache for the '80s.
Yep.
Tom Selleck status.
Had the mullet, the chest hair, built, like everything. So he was actually in line to be the next guy for the NWA. They were already giving him a push. Obviously, they just were giving him this run with the title. And the goal was for him to win the NWA World Champion, the next Starrcade.
Okay.
He was going to win it and then got into a car accident in October of 1986.
Oh, wow. So literally almost a year later, a little under a year later.
A little under, like 2 months before he was going to win the World Heavyweight Championship, because he was already slated to win. He was going to beat Ric Flair. I believe it was October. It was fall in Charlotte, and got paralyzed. That's how you never heard of him. That's why you never heard of him.
That's terrible.
Yeah, paralyzed. They shut down the hospital that he was at. Because all the fans that were all rushing into the hospital, they had to close the highway. They had to close the hospital that he was at because so many people were trying to get in. And like, what's going on? Like, not our guy, not the guy that we want to be the champion. Because especially when he had gotten into the car accident, he was the most over babyface at the time. Like, he was the guy that was going to beat Ric Flair. They already planned it out. They already were building up the storyline and everything. Gets into a car wreck and becomes paralyzed and never wrestles again. Does some commentary. Maybe does some wrestling like way back after becomes a commentator for the NWA and light stuff for WCW. But gets into a car wreck less than a year after that. This match and.
That's it.
That's how everything changes for him.
Man, shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
That was a great match, and I felt disheartened that's how his career ended up going. But shout out to him. I mean, we're here sitting in 2020 watching this match. So obviously, your impact and your piece of wrestling history is still intact. But and to him, his family, because I mean, anybody that goes through that, that's always a tough situation. What about Tully? Any fun facts about Tully as he continues through his career, or?
So Tully stays, Four Horsemen, is a prominent member of the Four Horsemen for years to come. Tag team champion with Arn Anderson multiple times. Does end up going to the WWF for a little while with Arn Anderson to be the Brainbusters.
Okay.
Because they have a problem with the booker, basically. And they end up saying, we don't want to be here with you, and WWF's going to pay us. So WWF ends up taking them, and they end up winning the tag team championships for the WWF. Bobby Heenan is their manager.
The Brain.
The Brain, yep, and they're the Brain Busters. So, see how they did that there. But then they ended up leaving late 1989. They ended up Tully gets fired due to a drug suspension.
Oh wow.
Gets popped for some type of drug use, and WWF says, we're out of here.
We're good. Yeah.
We're good. Actually, comes right at Survivor Series 1989. He was supposed to be in the Survivor Series tag team with the Heenan family. It was going to be Andre the Giant, Haku, Arn, and Tully versus the Warriors, which would have been Ultimate Warrior. I know. Jim the Anvil Neidhart and the Rockers.
Okay.
But then right before this happened, Tully gets fired, and they end up having to put Bobby Heenan in the Survivor Series match.
Well, all right. Okay.
Yes. So,
all right.
Interesting match. The match goes like 10 minutes.
Hopefully. Shit.
And then Tully comes back to WCW, but is never really the same. Kind of more of a managerial backstage role, but never really, does much. Does a little bit for ECW later on in the early mid 90s, but never really gets to the height that he was in the mid 80s. So,
okay.
But he and Arn were a really, really good tag team. And he was a really good US and TV champion as well. So, shout out to Tully. I think he's in the WWE Hall of Fame. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's dope. I don't have any fun facts for this match, so I guess we roll right to the rating. I will give that's probably one of the better I Quit matches I've seen, and I enjoy it more because it was relatively quick.
Yep.
So I think on the rating, I am going to give it. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. Sorry, a good strong 3.5. I liked it. I liked the pacing of the match. I liked that it was brutal. It felt like a real fight. It felt like a real grudge match there. The only things I will pull back from it, and I know we talked about the older wrestling doesn't have as many spots. I wish I would have wanted like at least 2 more real epic spots outside of the end.
Right.
So that's the only reason I'm not giving it to that 4 range. I just didn't think it was enough like real spot moments where if somebody were to bring up this match outside of the ending, I don't think there's anything else I would talk about.
Okay.
So that's why I don't have it in that 4 point for me. But I'm gonna go 3.5 there.
Okay. I got this at a 4.
Okay.
Just solid base 4. Like I said, I like this. It's brutal. You weren't seeing anything at this time in 85, 86, right?
I didn't think about the era. That's the point.
That like nothing like this was really going on. I'm gonna give it a solid 4. I think it is one of the better WCW matches we'll probably ever do. A solid 4. Both good workers, good storyline, good storytelling, and just a brutal fight between 2 guys that didn't like each other. So
all right.
Yeah.
And so I want to give some shout outs. I think the next match we are going to review is going to be another Starrcade match.
Yep, we got another Starrcade match coming up for you guys next.
And which I can't wait for because one of them is with one of my former favorite wrestlers of all time.
Yep.
So I'm going to be excited about that one.
Yep.
Then after that,
Do we want to say which one it is?
No, we'll save it.
Okay.
We'll save it. Because you never know. We may got to swerve. We got to swerve in a lane. We don't want them all getting too hyped. So then also I want to give a shout out to Jared Proctor. He requested for us to do the Iron Man match, Shawn versus Brett. And that was one of the matches when we started this. Travis was like, oh,
I don't want to do that.
We'll review any match. I just don't want to review the Iron Man match. It's just so long. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm good with it because he knows I'm a Brett fan. So he just felt like that's where I would immediately go to. And I'm like, no, actually, I'm perfectly fine with that. And then we got, reviewers saying they wanted us to do that one. So we were going to do it. But I just want to read what Jared put on here, which I really, really appreciate. Like, Jared, you don't understand how much we really, really appreciate you reaching out. He actually DM'd us on Instagram under Headcanon Circus, but he put, I really enjoy watching all of your match reviews. Can you please review the Brett and Shawn Michaels Iron Man match? My favorite wrestler of all time is HBK, but when I was a young kid, it was Bret Hart. See, he has good taste.
Yeah.
The storyline, commentating, and outcome of the match is what really sold me on Shawn. The match really sold me on HBK, and just hearing the boyhood dream has come true is one of my greatest childhood memories. I know you're a huge mark for Bret Hart.
Yes.
That lets me know he watches the show.
Exactly,
then.
yeah.
And I am too, but like I said, this match sold me on Shawn, and I'd just like to hear you all's take on it. Thanks. And I told him, yeah, great, we'll do it. I'm like, we got some Starrcade matches, but we'll do it in the next 2 weeks. So, again, guys, if you send us stuff, send it on. We will review the Thunderbolt Patterson match.
Yep.
Was a review. Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar. Was a review. Yeah.
I think we've done every review so far except for that one, which, again, we had just 2 ones that we already planned up, but we're getting there.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels versus Austin was like, so, guys, you send it to us. We will review it. If you enjoy this, we enjoy it.
Yep.
The numbers show that a lot of you all do enjoy it, which we really, really do appreciate that. We do this because it's fun, but also we like to have these wrestling mark-out conversations. So we're going to try to plan for the next year a live kind of show where we can get people on, like, Jared, and we just start just bringing up topics in wrestling and just marking out and having a good time here.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
We want to do that eventually coming up sometime in the new year, probably on the weekend. Or maybe we do a live chat on Zoom and we watch a pay-per-view or something like that. We got plenty of ideas that we're trying to come up with. But I just want everybody to know that we really, 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 really thank you guys for watching. We thank you guys when you comment. We love the feedback. We love doing this. So, if you guys keep rocking with us, we'll just keep pulling these out. And the great thing about these wrestling matches, it's a finite number, but we probably won't ever hit the end, ever.
There's so many.
So, yes. And we haven't even hit regular TV matches.
No, not at all.
So, but yeah, thank you guys again, as always. Join the circus if you have not already. And that's, following us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. And if you want to listen to us in all those spots, you listen to us there as well. So, guys, again, we really, really do appreciate it. Travis, I don't know, do you have any comments, anything you want to say?
No. Again, not much. Just thanks, guys, for commenting, watching. We see the numbers going up and up every week, so we appreciate it. So thank you very much. And like you said, we enjoy doing this. This is probably the best thing that at least I know I do every week.
Absolutely.
So I look forward to this every week. Reviewing it and watching it and getting some information and everything. So and I know I hate on the Shawn Michaels Bret Hart Iron Man match. That's only just because it's a long one. Don't worry about it. We will have fun doing it, and that'll be we'll enjoy doing that too. So thank you guys, and we appreciate it.
All right, so this is Corny J and Travis the Beard signing off here at Rasslin Review. We will see you all next week. Peace.
This is a Headcanon Circus Adduction.